What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today we're going to be looking at some more indie games. As per always, I'm pretty sure there will never be a time where you will come to the channel and I'll be like, nope, today we are not looking at indie games. Today we are looking at origami. Not going to happen. So, you know, I guess you can reasonably well assume we're always going to be looking at indie games. But today we're looking at a game called Vigilantes, which is kind of like a gangland XCOM, I guess, which actually, it pushes a lot of buttons for me. I like that. I think that's something that sounds kind of engaging, and so we're going to check the game out today. They've given me access to one of their betas, one of their earlier versions before the game releases, and so here we are. We'll start off with a new game. I'll put it on Vigilante difficulty, I guess. This is my first impressions of the game. For players enjoy combat and level grinding, more intel is required to find the bosses. You will face 12 stronger lieutenants. Okay, that's fine. Let's go with... There we go. That seems good. Oh my god, there's so many skills. Alright, so we've got Sam Contino. Now we can choose our skills, should we desire to do so. I don't know how good I want people to be at, like, close combat versus we've got derived stats over here. We also have core stats. So we've got utility, which is your ability to create, repair, and heal. We've got prowess, which is close combat, throwing distance, max weight. We've got leadership, which is your present skill, so you get command bonus. We've got instinct, which I assume is like, what, firearms, trade, and surveillance. Okay. We've got fleetness, which is your AP per turn, max AP, initiative, and armor class. We've got toughness over here. And then everything on this side appears to be self-explanatory as to what it does. And so I'm going to go with some fleetness, I guess. We'll go with a little bit of instinct. I wish it told me, so where's my... Yeah, how many APs do you get? So it looks like every 2 you get more AP, maybe? Actually, at 7, you get a double level up. Every other time it takes you more points, but at 7, you get more. I'm going to go with instinct, I guess. I'm not that good at other stuff. I mean, I'm very, very average at just about everything. But I wanted to make a character that was kind of like a fast run-and-gun gunslinger type deal. So we got 15 points to play around with over here. My suggestion would be that we dump some of it into firearms. Don't think we're going to need that. We've got bypass is linked to your utility. Do we have anything else in here that's linked to it? It seems like if you're trying to do like any type of crafty thing, surveillance is probably the best way to go, since that ties to our instinct. But anyways, it looks like everything goes with utility, if not that. So let's go ahead and I guess take some points in surveillance. What does surveillance do? Does it increase the amount of stuff you can see? Oh, it's your actual ability to pick up extra items after combat. Okay. I'm probably making like a terrible character right now who's just like straight garbage. I'm kind of wondering if I was supposed to spread those around a little bit, but they only gave you 7 points, which means at most I could put 1 into everything and 2 into one thing if I really wanted to. I mean, if I put that right there, do utility skills go up? Oh, they do. They go up pretty rapidly. Well, I assume I'll get other people that'll have these skills later on. We'll kind of just like leave him where he's at for right now as like a warrior. A firearms build. Toughness, instinct. So that's their recommended firearms build right there. And they dumped everything. They hard dumped everything into firearms. Okay. I was trying to get an idea for what the game thinks I should put my stats in, just based on what I'm trying to do. They put a little bit into toughness. Oh, toughness gives you AP as well. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, let's go for it. I object to violence because when it appears to do good, the good is only temporary. The evil it does is permanent. Mahatma Gandhi. And sometimes you have to pick up the gun to put the gun down.
There's no rabbit holes in sight Saturday afternoon in Riker. A final item for a skiing trip I'd never get to take. An unfamiliar cut through the quiet side of town to slip the bustle. Then came the scream. Carried on wings of adrenal edge. Lurid as a pulp anthology. And utterly genuine. I took the corner, walked right into the tail end of violent mugging. Scald of panic, something chill uncoiling in my gut. A detached, ironically inclined part of my brain bugging me about how this would make one hell of a tourism poster. Come to Riker, bring a bodyguard, and a machine gun. I wanted to walk, keep moving, pretend I hadn't seen. I couldn't. I still don't know why. Maybe sympathy, maybe contempt for the hood's world of cheap violence. Maybe it was about ideas and the things we humans owe one another. Either way, it amounted to the same. Another idealist lining up to have his ticket punched. Blood thundering, hand balling to a fist, not empty but gripping something pliant, textured, something unconsciously removed from its wrapping. Something bought for a skiing trip I'd never get to take. The more introspective of my friends, the ones who shared the days of carnage and pain, had been known to remark on the synchronicity of the moment, the mask, the man, and the things that came after. Significant wasn't how it felt at the time. Wool-catching stubble, stifling breath that was already hard to come by, as someone else's hand tugged the mask down over my face. I'm not going to lie, tell you how calm and ready I was, because I'd also have to warn against believing the words of masked strangers.
Guys, I think we just became Spider-Man. I don't know, but it's possible. The hoods turned to face you, the Flash Kid and the cookie jar expressions hardened into hostile sneers. Little early for Halloween. Keep it moving, pal. Their laughter subsides, the victim's moans rise to the level of perception. In the interplay of fear and anger, the latter gains ascendance. Nah, I'm not going to leave. I'm not going anywhere. Neither are you. Okay, so based on your highest party bypass skill, you have a 75% chance of repositioning, but should you fail, your initiative, but I don't care about that. We'll just, like, fight from where we are right now. So apparently it's my turn. I don't have a gun, which is unfortunate, because I really, really wish that I had a gun, because I'm only good with guns. I'm not good at anything else. I guess we'll move forward. So apparently we're in a fist fight right now. Hold on, I gotta get my camera situated on the fisticuffs. There you go. Feed him them hands. Ooh, feed him the hands. There you go. Give it to him. Give it to him, Chief. Oh, you didn't feed him the hands though. It takes 3 AP to feed him the hands. Oh, weak, bro. Super weak. All right, well we'll just wait. Oh, you just got dodged on. What you gonna do now? Oh, she got a hammer though. Oh, she put it away. Apparently this was a non-hammer necessary situation. All right. Keep fist fight. Oh, he got knocked out. She took a nice little scuffing too. All right, next turn we'll deal with this. That hammer better not come out. Did you just hit me with a ball peen? Ooh, ooh. You catch the stomp out for that. That's ugly right there. You pull a weapon when it's fisticuffs. You better expect the stomp out when it all's said and done. You move towards the man who rubs his face gently, winces, and with an effort stands. Somehow you get the impression that this was not a unique occurrence. He extends a bloody hand. Kid, I'm not sure whether you're tough or clever or lucky or stupid, but either way, I owe you one. Name's Doc. Why don't you let me patch you up? It's the least I can do. You scan the building for a placard or sign, but there isn't one. You're a doctor? Doc's shrug expertly conveys indifference with a hint of impatience. Pretty much. Vet by trade, which is the same thing as being a doctor when you're dealing with animals like these. Man is more ape than any ape. Doc aims a kick at the nearest goon who moans distantly under the impact. They come in leaking blood, crying about getting shot while holding up a convenience store or participating in some other degenerate pastime. I hook them up to the nitrous, they laugh some, pass out, then I poke the lead out. Most of the time they don't mug me afterwards. A giggle, Doc. Doc cracks a grin. Lay off the dime novels, kid. They're clearly not doing you any good. Look at you. Gonna have to lay low after this. I'll patch you up on the house and give you some meds and my new address in case you're planning on making a habit out of this. Yeah, it seems like given the name of the game, we might be... Oh yeah, we can use surveillance. Okay, so we've got a storm drain, a suspicious vehicle, or a suspicious vehicle. Yeah. Oh, we got a knife too? Yeah, and we got a hammer and a med kit? That's what I'm talking about. Though, who stores a med kit inside of a storm drain? That doesn't seem...
Shit. Can't feel anything. Tell me it ain't bad, Doc.
I already told you. Gut shot. About a dozen pieces of buck lodged in your abdomen.
Oh, shit. That's bad, right? Right?
It ain't a week in the sun with margaritas.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Gotta give me something for the pain, man.
You can't feel anything, remember? That's because you are dosed to the damn eyeballs of nitrous. Quit fighting it and let me work. Ain't got all day.
You're drunk. Oh man, you're drunk! I'm gonna die!
Sober or steady hands? Pick one.
Okay, but what if the juice wears off the minute I pass out? I'll feel every cut of the scalpel! You gotta give me something stronger, man!
Oh sure, anything for a pal. Let me just hook you up with a redneck anesthetic. The deluxe of the deluxe. Don't you worry, it's on the house.
Thanks, Doc. You the best. Wait. That looks like a mallet to me.
Uh-huh.
Apparently we knocked somebody the hell out. So this is our home base for our crusade against the criminal underworld of Riker. We got our character screen going on. We got orange buttons along the top that do all kinds of stuff. We also have options such as projects, gang intel, and base facilities. All right, that's cool. We can go to the map for right now. Inside of our inventory, we've got a knife. We've got a hammer. Honestly, I've got a gun now? Yeah, boy, I got myself like a TT down there. All right. Oh, we're about to put the buck on somebody. Somebody's about to catch that whooping. I wonder if you can use a pistol at point blank. Can I put the knife in my inventory too, just in case I gotta just kind of shiv them up a little bit? I don't think that I think I understand how to equip people. I think if I run into any issues, though, we have 792. I don't know what those are, but I'm gonna call them mega credits for right now. So we got our character sheet. We haven't leveled up or anything like that. We got the map on this side, which apparently requires a loading screen. The shove sends the old guy stumbling to his knees to a backing chorus of cold laughter. Could be the nerves, the undercurrent of menace, or the feeling you've been here before, but something about all this is riding up your spine and making your skin crawl. You shake the feeling off as best you can. If you make it through this, you can work on the navel gazing later. All right. I like where I'm at right now. I think we'll be okay. How do I pull out the pistol? Yeah, I pull out the gat, son. Get that thing. All right, so we've got Sabina, we've got Benito. Ooh! Aced him. This time it's the Mafia. They're tougher than last opponents, and they may have firearms. Mafia are generalist fighters equally skilled in firearms and close combat. Focus on one enemy till they go down. Firearms users keep cover. Okay. Yeah, take cover right there. Do it. Yup. And then we'll crouch. Oh, we're already getting a greater defensive bonus from the cover. Okay. Oh. You can incapacitate or kill? I wonder how that's going to factor into the game later. Alright, well, I'm in cover now. This dude's in cover too. Alright, move over to there. There we go. On closer inspection, the man is more grizzled than geriatric. He looks the way Santa might if he'd packed in the toy racket, lit out of Lapland with a biker gang, and dieted on hard liquor and smokes. Had just been paroled from a score. Nice move, kids. Nice move, kid. Remind me never to get on the wrong side of you. That's my left side, strangely enough. I do have a wrong side. His grin is a grimy yellow flash of sharp predatory teeth. A twist of sarcasm in his voice is thick enough to trip over. If you hadn't intervened, well, let's just say what was coming wouldn't have done the property values in this dump any favors. He draws a compact, heavily customized SMG from the interior of a jacket that may have been in fashion around the time of the siege of Antwerp. I say you did those guys a solid. Good for you. If there's ever been a more indirect expression of gratitude, I've never heard it. Good for you. Expression of gratitude. Yeah, well, suit yourself. You gonna tell me what's going on, or are you just gonna keep bludgeoning me with the attitude? Sure, since we're old friends, why not? The mob, you're in their territory, and they think all they have to do to make you their property is take a leak on you. They sent over a couple of guys to bother me, and I sent them back, chilled. Now it seems we've got some kind of thing going on. You aren't coming across as worried. Worried by these small fry shitbirds? Yeah, I'll hunker down for a couple of days. They'll send more knuckleheads. I'll send them back. They'll cut their losses eventually. They always do. They're businessmen on some primitive level, after all. It's been a hoot, kid, but I gotta go. He starts, stops, turns back, and flashes another one of those grins. I like your style, kid. Beat the crap out of everybody first. Don't even bother asking questions. Maybe you should try it sometime, asking questions, that is. My name's Kuda, by the way. If you're in the market for any inventory, hit me up. Well, at least we walked away from that one. It only took us 2 gunshots. What do we have going on? We got a storm drain over here. Success. So we got ourselves another med kit or a Makarov. I don't know what we picked up. Oh, we got ammo. So we found a bunch of bullets. We've got a Makarov and we've got a med kit now.
28th of September 2016. Agent John Street. Report ID ZX9 422. We busted up the biggest cigarette smuggling ring in existence. The payoff, a name, Cuda. An organization Grunt revealed under duress that it's an abbreviation of Barracuda. Alias aside, all we know is he's male, Caucasian, north of 55, and has the sort of smile people disappear around. Following the disintegration of the ring, Cuda went underground for nearly a decade, before turning up at the head of a medium-scale opium production operation near the northern border of Myanmar. He disappeared again, status unknown, after what appears to have been a industrial dispute with a competitor. Cuda surfaced again 3 months ago, this time at the helm of a black market operation smuggling low-quality firearms to conflict hotspots around the globe. Damn things were almost as dangerous to the Tin Pot militiamen wielding them as the unfortunates they were pointed at. Intel suggests he's operating out of Riker. Been on this guy's tail for almost 20 years. We're close. I can feel it. And that's what Agent Street would have to say about me. Were he still around to say it.
Voice acting and everything's a little bit cheesy, but like I'm kind of into it. I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of into it. You can now access the shop, projects, and facilities. Cuda will buy and sell equipment. His stock is limited at present, but will grow as you trade. Projects allow you to craft items. Crafting requires the correct base facility, components, and sufficient crafting skill. Facilities allow you to build up your base. There are 5 facilities. Each can be upgraded 5 times to provide buffs, bonus items, and apparently crafting options. Okay. I'm only level 1 right now. We only made a little bit of money off whacking those guys. How good is the Makarov? So it does 90 damage versus, what does that do? 10.2? Or is that 9? It's 9 damage. So my TT already does 10.2. I'd rather have that. Apparently we can upgrade the weapon too, but we require crafting and workers and a bunch of other stuff. So we're probably not going to get that done. Just my estimate. We can also upgrade a hammer. How does one upgrade a blunt object on top of a stick further than it's already been upgraded? Like, I would assume at this point in human history, we've basically perfected the claw hammer. Like, there will never be, like, an upgraded version of the claw hammer. Like, we've been using it for, what, like 200 years? The exact same way every single time? We can. Taking damage reduces your HP. Resting restores it. I don't think we really need to worry about that. In the facilities, what can we do? We got a firing range site. It's 600 bucks. Okay, we can also go to a gym site. Got a library site right there, and then we've got a workshop and a surgery suite. What's in the store before we do anything else? What's going on with Cuda's stock? No, I don't want another TT. I already have one of those. So we got gunpowder. We've got mechanical parts. We've got medical supplies right there. What is that? We've got sodium thiopentyl Mark 1 truth serum. Oh, it gives you an interrogation bonus. Okay. We've also got some Teflar, which I assume is like Teflon Kevlar. I don't know. How do I get more people? Like, I assume at a certain point we're going to end up with more recruits. So, maybe next mission? Riker's old industrial district is a huddle of dilapidated buildings offering little more than a rundown reminder of the city's decline. Most of its buildings stand reserved for cultural reasons, waiting for a renewal effort the city never seems to be able to muster the funding for. It's mostly abandoned with some light industry clinging on. It's also a good spot for an ambush. The mafioso has the look of a woman who's broken many things, animate and inanimate, in her life, and she hasn't lost much sleep about it. 2 ways this can go down, pal. You give us the keys and the cargo. We give you a few touches to make it look convincing and send you on your way. People tend to go one of 2 ways in situations like this. Back down and broadcast fear signals, or, if pushed too far on the wrong day, hysterically escalate the situation. The driver's doing neither. Ice-chip blue eyes calmly regard the mafioso. Difficult to say if the impression of ease indicates a familiarity with danger, confidence, or indifference to the outcome. Yeah, and what's option B? The mafioso seems genuinely pleased to be asked the question. Her sneer is nasty and dangerous. It's difficult to describe. It's one of those things that loses much of its color in translation, comrade. It'd be best if I demonstrate. The driver shrugs. He looks as if he has enough iron in his blood to take a punch, and fast enough so he wouldn't have to. His accent's as thick as Siberian ice, and drifts in somewhere east of the Volga. Ooh, he's a Russian? Yay, I am quick learner. Go ahead. Ah, for fuck's sake, not this shit again. The second mafioso isn't Musser, at least not anymore. My money's on middle management. The tired, irritated timbre of his voice suggests this is a go-to routine for the duo. Stick to the damn plan. I'm improvising. The boss said we need to use our Shut the fuck up. Your improvisations have a way of generating corpses and heat. Need I remind you of why the boss sent me to babysit you? Stick to the fucking plan or you're gonna end up floating in the tide. The mafioso bristles. For a moment it looks like things are gonna get interesting, but she nods to the driver and unclenches her teeth. Looks like we got off on a wrong foot here, pal. I can offer you 3 centuries by way of compensation for your inconvenience. Sound good? You suspect the driver's not even the vehicle's owner, and you know he isn't going to accept. Something else is at play here. Need to do something before this boils over. Let's discreetly alert the driver to my presence. You carefully move from your hiding spot. The driver picks up the movement with a casual glance and offers a minute nod. You cross your arms, interrupt the failing negotiations with a cough. Evening, fellas. The mafioso's whirled a face. You, shit, it's him. Do we have ourselves a Russian? I hope we have a Russian vigilante that joins us. Yo, I got a gun, though. Like, why would I mess around with the other stuff if I don't have to? We go for killing blows around here.
Negative.
Why negative? Oh, it takes 4 to snapshot him again? Alright, move up to there. That's cool. I'm sure he's going to do something about the situation over here. Oh, I get to control him? Nice. Sweet, blaster. Yep, take care of business. And then, I don't know, fall around the side of the car. Oh, I think he's running for it. Hold up, hold up, hold up. We can't let him get away. We got to shoot this dude. He's got to go down. We seem to be landing a lot of hits for 69%, man. Alright, so we got to bypass the storm drain. That gave us some bullets and some other stuff. Suspicious vehicle gave us something. And then we failed to get the other suspicious vehicle, unfortunately.
For country, for justice, for a better tomorrow. Chush sobachi. All they had to do was put a gun in my hand, assure me I was fighting for big things, and point to those they wanted dead. My men and I would take care of the rest. Naive. So naive. And while I was out fighting for big things, so was Andre in his own different way. Perhaps the protest march turned ugly, as the news reporters say, but perhaps it did not. Either way, I know that my brother did not lower himself to violence. Had I been there, the blow from the riot policeman's baton would not have landed. I would not be here, standing over his motionless form, in a small windowless room with a bulky rasping machine pushing air into his lungs. Today they will switch his life off. A life younger, less hard, yet so much brighter than mine. After the funeral, I found this policeman. He pleaded to striking out blindly in fear. He pleaded non-lethal intent. And then he pleaded for his life. I now understand something more of violence. How it takes and gives nothing back. But I heard not his pleas, and so I gave away another part of myself.
I kind of dig the fact that this game is basically like a Punisher RPG. The Punisher is one of my favorite superheroes. Like, legit, he's not even super. He's just a really, really pissed off Marine with a gun. And that's what I've always liked about him. Ever since I was a kid. Like, I got my first Punisher comic, I think when I was 11 or 12 years old. It was during the Punisher War Journal days back in the 90s. And, like, I remember reading it and just having my mind blown that, like, the Punisher was just destroying people. Like, he was actually killing people. And none of the other superheroes did that. And yet the Punisher, his bad guys didn't come back. Like, when he took care of them, they were gone forever. It's kind of a rough street corner, man. It says no loitering, but we all seem to be pretty aggressively loitering in front of that wall. Maybe they should make the sign a little bit larger. It might need to be adjusted slightly. I assume that this is kind of the... Oh, look at that. We've got intel and stuff now, so there's different gangs. Okay. So there's, like, the Mafia. There's, like, some weird gas mask guys. And then there's, like, a paramilitary group, I guess? I don't know. There's a bunch of different stuff around. Are there any better guns yet? Like, how much do I have to spend before his inventory gets better? I guess I can sell some stuff. I mean, I've got Makarovs and things laying around. I don't know. Like, do I need to, though? I guess I honestly don't know what to do right here. Like, I definitely feel like I should be doing something different, though. What's his crafting skill? Is he any good at, like, crafting or anything? He's got close combat. He's 24 in crafting. Weak. So my relationship with him is neutral. All right. So I guess at a certain point I'm going to be having conversations with these people and like developing relationships Fallout style with them. But yeah, this game's called Vigilante. This is the beta or kind of the demo or whatever that they sent over. If you wanted to wishlist the game, you can do it down below at the Steam link that I provided for you. My name is Splattercat. I spend my time on the internet every single day sifting through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the indie game genre right now so that you don't have to. If you like this video, leave a like on it. Helps out more than you know. And other than that, I'll see you later. How you do, everybody?